You ready? I've been ready. What are we waiting for?
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans, one exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals takes it straight to you during the Grizzlies 2024-2025 season. Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
Live from the Built Ford Tough studio at FedEx Forum, it's the Gary Parrish Show, presented by Ortho South, on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, here's your host, Gary Parrish.
Here, my name is Gary Parrish, speaking to you from the studio beside the Built Ford Tough studio, FedEx Forum. We're in downtown Memphis. Bennett Doyle right there producing the program. Glad he's with me. Glad you're with me. Hope you're getting through the day best you can.
Well, Daddy lost most everything on horse whiskey and wedding.
And I hope you enjoyed the 2025 Major League Baseball All-Star Game, because all things considered, it was a pretty fun night of television. Lots of hits, lots of runs. A local dude played a big role in it, and the whole thing ended in the first ever MLB swing-off. We had a swing-off. Cool scene down at Truist Park in Cobb County, Georgia. We'll talk about it momentarily. First, though, quickly, let me set today's schedule for you in the next segment. In about 20 minutes, Chris Vernon is going to join me. He, of course, is the host of the Chris Vernon Show. I'll talk to him about a number of things, including your Memphis Grizzlies losing again last night in the Las Vegas Summer League. It was a late-night tip against the Summer Warriors. Grizzlies go down, but Jemai Meshack was encouraging once again. Vernon will be in studio with me in the next segment. I'll talk Grizzlies with him. When we finish talking to Vernon, we'll take a break, come back, do 5 more things you need to know, at which point we're going to discuss 5 previously undiscussed stories. Among them, Caitlin Clark will compete in the WNBA three-point competition, provided she's healthy enough. During All-Star Weekend, the league confirmed last night. That's great news for the sport, not great news for the Fever. She had to leave last night's game with another injury. We'll talk all things Caitlin Clark and WNBA three-point competition. We'll do it in about 40 minutes. Texas quarterback Arch Manning was the centerpiece of SEC Media Day on Tuesday. He seemed to handle all the attention pretty well. I'll give you the highlights a little later on in the show. Nominations for the 77th Primetime Emmy Awards are out. Severance is leading the way with 27 nominations. The Studio and the White Lotus got 23 each. We'll run you through it in just a bit. Former U.S. Open winner Wyndham Clark has been banned. He's banned. He's not even allowed from Oakmont Country Club because he wrecked the locker room earlier this year. The course is set to host another major in 2033. So, will he be there? We'll talk through that in the second hour. And A new study by iCandy has named Memphis International Airport the most family-friendly airport in the United States of America. That's nice to hear.
Very nice.
That's a nice thing to hear. We're going to brag about our airport. We're going to do it during a segment we call 5 More Things You Need to Know. Then we'll eventually do GP's Carryout, and we'll call it a day. So that's the rundown. We got a lot to get to. But I did want to start with the 2025 Major League Baseball All-Star Game because it was played last night. Truist Park, Cobb County, Georgia. Lots of hits, lots of runs. And we got the first ever swing off in MLB history. And the people seem to like it, certainly for the most part. After 9 innings, if you were watching, you know, the game was tied 6-6. And we had already seen home runs from Pete Alonso and Corbin Carroll and ECS graduate Brent Rooker. Then we got what amounted to a little home run derby in place of what otherwise would have been extra innings. It broke down like this. 3 NL hitters, 3 AL hitters. You get 3 swings each, 9 swings aside. Brent Rooker was involved and made history. This is going to be true forever. He's the first swing-off participant in Major League Baseball history. He homered on 2 of his 3 swings, but Kyle Schwarber stole the show, as they say, and won MVP despite getting 0 hits in the actual game because he homered on all 3 of his swings in the swing-off to lift the National League to a victory in the Midsummer Classic. Big Bet Bennett, good to see you on this Wednesday morning. Did you watch the swing-off, and do you have thoughts on it?
I absolutely love the swing-off. I know it would never happen, but
don't say that.
I'm down to get rid of extra innings and just do swing-offs from now on.
Like, don't say it would never happen because I don't think it would be popular among traditional baseball people right now. Mm-hmm. Undeniably, and you can't argue this, they turned what would have been sleepy extra innings into something that was fast and exciting, and it had the players invigorated. It had enthusiasm throughout the stadium, and you had an audience on television making the whole thing go viral on social media. If you care about those things, don't say never because they tapped into something last night that was real.
I thought so too. And I'll be interested to see like what the TV numbers were and everything. You know, the one thing that I did have an issue with, I said this to JB earlier, the Ohtani and Aaron Judge thing bothered me last night. Just them, they came out and did their, first at bats. And then I think they left. I don't even think they were there for the whole thing.
Well, they were not there.
They left.
Yes. About half, according to Jeff Pass and ESPN, about half of the MLB All-Stars were not even in the stadium anymore when the swing-off took place.
I think that's lame. And I think, too, like Jessica made a great point because she was watching other stuff and going back and forth. Imagine if you get the ESPN notification that it's about to be Aaron Judge versus Shohei Ohtani in a swing-off for a chance to win the MLB All-Star Game. You don't think you'd get some casual viewers there?
100%. Let me counter-argue.
Okay.
Clearly, it's a thing in Major League Baseball with the All-Star Game. Nobody's that starts the game is going to be playing at the end of it.
Right.
This is not true in the NBA All-Star Game.
You're right.
LeBron James can be a starter, and he might also play the last 3 minutes of the game. But in the Major League Baseball All-Star Game, if you start that game, you are not finishing that game. For a variety of reasons. Nobody wants to play all 9 innings.
Right.
But secondly, you're trying to rotate in people and let everybody have their at-bat, have their moment. Let everybody say, I appeared in an All-Star game if possible. So what you would be asking your biggest stars in the sport who are already giving up some of their break, because there's a lot, most Major League Baseball players had a game on Sunday afternoon and then they are free probably until Thursday. Season restarts on Friday. You probably don't need to report back to wherever you need to be till, let's say, Thursday, at the earliest, late Wednesday. So you would be asking your biggest stars who have already given that up, because they didn't get to go from Sunday to vacation, from Sunday to family. They went Sunday to Atlanta, and they got media and all sorts of responsibilities on Monday. Home run derby, all of that stuff. All-Star game on Tuesday, and then you're asking them to stick around later than they normally would to delay their vacation on the off chance that, against probabilities, the game would happen to be tied after 9 innings, then we would need you to put on this show. And, oh, by the way, we would need you to put on this show with very little warm-up. You haven't been playing for like 2.5 hours, maybe 3. And you're sitting around delaying your vacation. And, oh, by the way, probably for nothing because the game won't be tied after 9 innings. That would be the counter-argument. You don't want to ask Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani and people like that to further delay time that they could be spending resting or with their family or doing whatever they want.
And I totally get that. Like, I totally get that. I'm just like, if they want to bring in new eyeballs to the sport that don't typically watch baseball every day, like maybe me and you do, I just think that's something to think about.
I agree with the sentiment.
Yeah.
There is no denying it would have been even bigger if instead of the players we got participating, it was Shohei Ohtani and Aaron Judge and Ellie De La Cruz and people of that stature within the sport. There's no getting around it. But I just think the ask is probably a little too
Fair
much. I bet you the Players Association would push back on that.
Sure.
They would say, hey, we play 162. That's a long season, a lot of work. And this is supposed to be the break. And they don't even really get a break because they're the superstars of the sport. They have to go straight from a regular season game, fly to wherever the All-Star game is, and be there all day Monday, all day Tuesday. And at some point, they want to get out of there and enjoy their break. And if you're asking them to stick around an extra 2 or 3 hours, it just delays everything. Like, it's literally can be the difference between you could leave Atlanta and be in the Bahamas on a private plane probably before that game's even over last night if you're Shohei Ohtani or Aaron Judge, if that's what you wanted to do. So it's the difference between getting wherever you're going and having like a decent night's sleep and getting up tomorrow and enjoying the day, or like getting there in the middle of the night because you had to stick around for the end of an All-Star game that was probably going to have nothing to do with you anyway. So I just think it's probably a big ask. I can just tell you, like, as a parent of an 8-year-old, there are these tournaments sometimes we get involved in, and group play is on Saturday. And then there'll be a point, it's like 2:30 in the afternoon, and it's like, okay, what's next? And it's like, okay, well, we don't know where we'll be seated in the bracket yet. So we need to wait for these next 2 games to be over, and then we'll see where we're seated. And there's a chance we could play tonight, but then there's also a chance we could play tomorrow. We don't know. We just have to wait. And I can just tell you, I've said this a million times, you telling me I got to sit in Tupelo for another 3 hours, and there's a chance that after these 3 hours, I will just go home having done nothing between now and then. I'm just sitting here for 3 hours, and it's likely that in 3 hours I'll just leave without doing anything, but I have to wait it out. And they're like, yeah, that's the way the bracket works. And I was like, well, then we should find somebody smarter to put together a tournament because this is absurd that I'm sitting in Tupelo at a Mexican restaurant for 3 hours waiting on results of games. So I'm empathetic to wanting to get out of the baseball park as quickly as possible if there's a likelihood that I'm not going to have anything else to do the rest of the day. So on this one, I agree with you. It would be better if you had Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani, but I agree with the sentiment of, yeah, but I don't like asking them to wait around probably for nothing. There'd only been like 12 ties at the end of 9 innings in the history of the All-Star game before last night. So this is not a normal thing. We might not see it again for a while, but I did think it was an awesome thing last night. And there's some pushback among traditionalists, but like, shut up already.
Yeah,
that was fun. That was fun. And did you see the looks on the players' faces?
Oh, they're having a blast.
They were having a blast. Yeah. And it was a little over the top when you hear like John Smoltz say things like, you might not ever see anything more pressure-packed than this. I mean, it's an exhibition. Yes, we'll see more things pressure-packed than this. But like, you know, you do think that is probably the most watched at-bat, if you'll call it an at-bat, that Cal Schwarber's had all year in terms of just eyeballs on the game. Like, here's people just looking at this. And so in that sense, like, you are on a pretty big stage, and there are a lot of people watching you. And it's like, you get 3 swings, buddy. Let's see how many you can get out of this park. And for him to go boom, 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 I don't know how much pressure it was, but he did acknowledge he felt something. He felt something. If that would have just gone to extra innings, he probably wouldn't have felt anything.
Right.
He might not even have been involved in the game. But he was like, no, that feels something. And the expressions on the players' faces indicated like this mattered to them. and they were having a good time. And the audience watching on TV largely seemed to be enjoying it. And so you say you'd be skeptical that we'll ever see this in the regular season. And I agree, it's not like coming tomorrow or next year or anytime soon. But they are already talking about it. It was popular enough last night in the moment where people are saying things like, we decide soccer matches with penalty kicks.
It's true.
How different is this? Now, there's some practical, it'd be very difficult in a regular season setting, according to baseball people, to always have it as a possibility that you might have to do this at the end of a game. Like there would be some pushback on that. And just sort of ending a game with a gimmick, given that we've played this sport the way we've played this sport forever, might not be popular with some, but it worked last night. And we already have incorporated a gimmick into extra innings anyway by putting a base runner on second to start the thing. So we've already tinkered with it in the spirit of what? Speeding it up and not burning through pitching staffs with extra innings in 17-inning games and 18-inning games. Well, this speeds it up even more and saves arms even more. And if you were trying to make the case for why you should do it this way, I think you started with this argument. Why do we do it the other way? Because that's just the way we've done it forever. Yeah. But do we actually think that is more exciting, better television, better viewing experience? Because the reviews from last night, people might not like it because it's different and it's not like we used to do it, but everybody seems to agree it was more exciting, including the players and the managers. So if we could take something that isn't necessarily that exciting and make it super exciting, why would we be against that out of hand? I'm not saying we got to do it, but why shouldn't we at least talk about it? They'll talk about it.
I hope so. I mean, you'd have to figure out who's throwing the pitches, right? Like, I don't know how that would work.
Well, you just bring your own guy. And sometimes that could be a skill that comes into it. Like, do you have a great BP coach who can throw in a swing off? Like, that might be a thing.
Maybe
like, you might really have a market where, you know, in Baltimore, they've got the best swing off coach in the game. And suddenly the Dodgers could try to hire him because they think he's valuable.
Yeah.
There's no telling where this stuff could go.
Right.
I just thought baseball is certainly among young people of the mainstream American sports, the least interesting. It just is. It's not in my home. We love baseball, but I know that across America, people are certainly more interested in football and more interested in basketball. It's not the cool thing that kids want to sit around and watch. But they created a cool moment last night.
I thought so too. I mean, and they have, like, I think that the pitch clock has helped. Like, the games are not, we're not playing 3.5-hour games anymore. I think that's helped baseball quite a bit. So they're open to stuff, it seems like.
Yeah, no, they're open.
As opposed to they hadn't been for decades prior.
They're open to stuff. You're getting more personality in the game. You're getting it be more acceptable to celebrate big moments, whether you're a guy who just hit 470 or a pitcher who just struck out somebody on 3 pitches. Like it used to, you show too much emotion, somebody wants to fight you in baseball. Now it's a little more acceptable. They're speeding the game up, and this was just a nice little thing. I didn't wake up yesterday or spend a minute yesterday thinking this could be the first time we get a swing off. I don't guess I really even considered it till they started talking about the possibility as it was on the table in the ninth. But we got it, and it delivered. It lived up to expectations. It put a nice cap on the night, and I think was, broadly speaking, a good night for Major League Baseball. And a great night for Brent Rooker. Congratulations to him.
Man, he tried his best.
Homered in the game.
His teammates didn't help him.
And then had 2 swings that resulted in homers in the swing off. And that was like a big stage for him last night.
Cool. That was cool.
It was a big stage for him. He delivered. And, I've talked about this before, but we like to think of ourselves as a basketball city because we have an NBA franchise and a prominent college basketball program here. It is the thing we care about most, I believe, and think about most and talk about most. But if you're ever trying to figure out, like, what does the greater Memphis area really produce? It's baseball players. We produce baseball players like crazy. And Brent Rooker was the greatest example of that last night, from ECS High School to Mississippi State to the All-Star game, and was on a big stage, very prominently featured 2 nights in a row. Like, he plays for the Athletics. He ain't prominently featured.
Right.
All right?
I know, man.
But, like, I mean, if he played for the Yankees, everybody in America would know who he is.
Oh, he'd be the biggest star, right?
Yeah, like if he played for the Yankees or the
true.
Mets or the Cubs or the Dodgers or the Braves or the Cardinals, like, he wouldn't be able to walk around, you know, wherever you walk around in Memphis without being recognized. I think he could probably walk around Memphis at least 3 days ago without being recognized.
Yeah.
But that his profile changed a little bit over the past couple of days. He was in the home run derby and was part of a controversial home run derby measurement.
Yep.
And then he shows up again on Tuesday night, homers, and then gets placed in the swing off, and then delivers, you know, not, I guess, as well as Kyle Schwarber. He went 2 for 3 instead of 3 for 3. But broadly speaking, that was a great night for Brent Rooker. And just to clear this up, if anybody's wondering, because I was reading about this morning, it wasn't just that Brent was selected just spur of the moment type thing last night. Like, hey, you know, you were in the home run derby yesterday and you homered earlier. I guess we'll throw you in there now. Each manager had to turn in a lineup card like 2 days ago. Of, if we happen to be tied after 9, who do you want to use in the swing off? Give me 3 names. And they had to make that decision taking into account 2 things. One, who's even going to be here? So, like, Shohei, are you going to be here at the end of the game? No, sir. Okay, then you're out. Aaron Judge, you going to be here at the end of the game? No, sir. Okay, then you're out. They had to pick from a group of people that had confirmed, yeah, I'll be here. I ain't got nowhere else to be. And also lean toward people they imagine would still be in the game in the 9th inning, because they didn't want somebody who was still hanging around but ain't been on the field in 2.5 hours. And it's just like it's just not great for your body.
Right.
You see it all the time in regular season with pitchers. I know it's different, apples to oranges, but you'll see a pitcher start a game, throw 17 pitches, and then it's a weather delay, bring the tarp out, and the delay's an hour and a half. And they're almost never going to send that guy back out there, because it's like you got warmed up, you were ready to go, you've been sitting too long, you're done for the day. There's a component to that with, you know, position players as well. So those aren't necessarily the 3 players the NL manager Dave Roberts would pick or the AO manager Aaron Boone would pick. It's that they were selecting from a very specific group of people who will even be here. And then among those people, who will be still in the game, because I don't want to try to ask somebody who's been sitting around for 2 hours to get up and swing violently again on a big stage. That seems unfair both to the player and the franchise that employs them. So if you're wondering how we got the people that we got in the swing off, it came down to that type of thing. But, you know, Kyle Schwarber delivered, and Brent Rooker was a part of it, and it was a good night for baseball and a good night for, you know, Memphis area baseball fans, because you got to see one of your own. Like, all of our kids who play baseball, like, got to watch that last night and be like, that guy right there, he used to play on these same fields you used to play on. You know, he used to be in these same tournaments you used to play in. And you can connect to that. And we've watched the Major League Baseball draft unfold over the past few days. It's just one area player after another. A young man from Houston High School selected very high. A young man from Lewisburg High School selected very high. So, like, we're really producing baseball players, and last night was a cool moment. Brent Rooker from right here in Memphis played a big role in what will be one of the more memorable All-Star games we've ever had. Chris Vernon in studio next.
Have you talked to Norvell since the game?
Yeah, but we're close friends, so it's not one of those. Like, I think it's a little bit.
How long before you said ha 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 ha?
Hey, you sent him a text and said, "You want the box score?" You sent him the box score. You want to see the picture of me in the locker room afterwards?
How close are you? Because it would have taken me literally 30 seconds.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Creed. By overwhelming demand, the Summer of '99 tour returns. July 27th, FedEx Forum. With very special guest, Daughtry. And Mammoth. Tickets on sale now at LiveNation.com. Don't miss Creed with Daughtry and Mammoth. The Summer of '99 tour.
1, 2, 3. Ready, go.
Shinedown. Dance Kid Dance Tour. Live in Memphis. FedEx Forum, Saturday, August 30th. With special guests, Bush and Morgan Wade. Get tickets now at LiveNation.com. Shinedown, live in concert. For more, visit Shinedown.com.
These are the Jordan 1, the crystals. These are the shoe that retails for $1,000. Oh, extra crystals. So if your crystals fall off, if your crystals fall off, actually these are the black crystals because they have. So the shoe has black crystals on there as well too. So you get an extra package of black crystals.
The Sneak Fest Show, live Tuesdays at 2 p.m. on Grind City Media on X, YouTube, and the official Grind City Media mobile app.
Presented by Ortho South. It's Wednesday, and on Wednesdays in the second segment, I'm joined by Chris Vernon, who is the host of the Chris Vernon Show, weekdays noon, Grind City Media. He's right there in a St. Louis Cardinals shirt. How are you? Did you watch the swing? I know you watched the swing off last night. Did you have fun with the All-Star game?
Yeah, you know what? I was happy because obviously Brent Rooker, friend of the show, I actually think it was better for him to get screwed in the home run derby in retrospect because it made him a much bigger name.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was like everybody, he's like a martyr.
His profile has changed dramatically over the past 2 days.
No question.
Right.
And then he I don't know if you saw on Twitter this morning.
He's popping off at Jeff Passan.
And so that was super cool. I was super happy for him. And it's interesting that you're talking about it being a baseball city. Today, I'm having in the kid that got drafted by the Cardinals, Ryan Mitchell, who the gym a year
and is apparently amazing. And now he's got a big decision to make: is he going to sign with Minnesota or enroll at Vanderbilt?
Great baseball town.
There's just players everywhere.
And I've come across, even in the last couple of years, obviously Blaze Jordan was huge.
Austin Riley
in your neck of the woods, and so it's crazy. We fancy ourselves as a basketball town, but baseball, we have produced serious players.
Yeah, you start thinking about, who are the NBA All-Stars that the city of Memphis has really produced? And it's Penny, basically. It's Penny Hardaway. But in Major League Baseball, we've done a lot for a long time, going back to Tim McCarver and Charlie Lee, but more recently, Brent Rooker, Zach Cozart, Austin Riley.
Matt Cain,
Drew Pomeranz. It's just one after another.
A lot.
And it is the byproduct. You and I have had these conversations. I think it's insane that in this area, if you want to be a baseball player, you kind of got to do it 12 months a year.
Right.
But that's the byproduct of it. Brent Rooker was probably playing baseball 12 months a year his whole life, and now he's smashing on national television.
You know what was crazy is here's a deep cut that I actually told somebody this the other day, lifelong Memphian, and they said, I have never heard that in my life. So I got to play at this golf course in Scottsdale, Arizona, Whisper Rock. And the whole place is we knew a guy that could get us in there. A friend of mine knew a friend and blah, blah, blah. He's part of the Tennessee NIL collective. They're on the NIL board together. He is retired in Scottsdale. My buddy calls him, says, hey, I've got some friends coming in there. Could you Could you take them out?
Right.
So we go out to this place. Next thing I know, I'm at this course, and it's like John Rahm, Max Homa. It's all like I shouldn't be there. So, anyways, we're on like the third hole. And this guy, the guy that we're playing with is like the mayor of Whisper Rock. He's like the eldest member.
Right.
Yes. And so this guy like kind of walks through the woods next, the bushes across the fairway. And he's like, Mikey. And I look up, I'm like, holy hell, that's Mark Grace. Hey. So I'm like, Mark Grace. And he's like, hey, guys. And he like comes up, he starts saying, where are you guys from? Because he realizes like we're out of place.
Right.
And we're like, we're from Memphis, whatever. He's like, do you guys know Olive Branch Country Club? And I was like, yeah. Like, what?
Right.
And he's like, my dad was a member there. I grew up in Germantown.
I don't know if I knew that.
No one has ever heard that.
Right.
He's like, I played for the Germantown Tigers.
Right.
And we were like, what? He's like talking to us about growing up, his childhood. And then he said, my dad worked for the train company. And he got transferred out to California.
Right.
But when I was like 11 or 12, he was like, but growing up, I played. And I was like, literally, nobody knows that Mark Grace is from Memphis. I've never heard that
I don't think
in life.
I don't think I knew that either.
He was the sweetest guy, too. Yeah. And then the whole time, right, then we went in to like eat lunch, and he's like coming over to our table talking to us about Memphis. We're like, what is happening?
Right.
What? Mark Grace was like a multiple-time All-Star and like a big deal as a kid for me because I was a Cardinals fan. We hated the Cubs. Right?
Oh, like Mark Grace was on TV every afternoon.
Every afternoon.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
That's wild.
I've never heard that before, but I mean, I guess we can log him as another one.
Put him on the list. And with
don't know.
Talon Haley, I should correct myself. He was drafted in the 12th round by the Angels, not the Twins.
Angels.
But yeah, so he's got like a big decision to make. And there's like little baseball players like that all around.
And you've lived here your whole life.
Yeah.
You've never heard Mark Grace.
I've
never heard that.
I mean, I'm at the age where sometimes I just forget things that I have heard, but I don't remember ever hearing that before.
It was super strange.
I don't remember.
He was like talking about Olive Branch Country Club and going out there with my dad and playing for the Germantown Tigers. And we were like, what are you talking about?
It is like whenever Memphis comes up, you meet people and then Memphis comes up and the things that they attach to Memphis. So for him, it was like Olive Branch Country Club. I've told this story before, but when I first was spending time when he was in college for a year with Kevin Durant at Texas, we go to lunch. I'm working on a big story. We go to lunch. He's like, so where are you from again? I'm like, Memphis. And this is the first thing he said. Normally, the next thing you hear is like Elvis, Bill Street. And Kevin Durant looked at me and goes, Memphis. And I said, yeah. He goes, you know Randy Pete? I said, yeah. It was, or was it Randy Pete? No, it was, who's the other player? It wasn't Randy Pete. It was played at UTEP.
Randy Culpepper.
Randy Culpepper.
Yeah, Randy Culpepper.
Kevin Durant looks right at me and says, you know Randy Culpepper? And I was like, yeah, I know Randy Culpepper. He said, Randy Culpepper's cold. And I was like, that's what he is. That's what Kevin Durant associates with Memphis is Randy Culpepper. So anyway, Mark Grace.
Who knew?
Who knew?
And then the whole point is, Memphis has been producing Major League Baseball talent for years, all the way back to Mark Grace.
Oh yeah, it is a byproduct of we live in a place where people take baseball very, very, very seriously.
The weather.
Yeah, it's weather. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can play.
It is how the Memphis area gets so many players in the big leagues. It is why the SEC dominates college baseball.
Right.
It's a weather thing, and the commitment to it is unusual. How about this? We are in a little bit of like an off season now for baseball in between what we just did and what we're going to do next. You get like 6 weeks away. And it was like, well, I need to get Lou back in a cage at least a little bit. And so there's this hitting instructor that we use down in, the area.
Right.
And, it's all online. You go and sign up you cannot even get an appointment. Like everything is booked for the next month solid. You can't find a 30-minute window.
It's like a real ID.
It's insane. You can't get
Which is easier, getting a real ID or Louis a baseball
or a hitting
lesson?
Or a hitting lesson in DeSoto County. There is not a 30-minute window in any day for the next month.
Do you know, I did not get mine. I can't get the appointment.
Oh, I've had it. I just had it for years.
I literally went, because we knew we were going to Vegas, I went and got a passport.
Yeah, dude, the passport's easier to get.
I have to travel. I'm traveling in a couple of weeks. I don't have either. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Well, Bennett, you should work on that.
I will say, Devin doesn't have anything, of course.
Right.
And it was fine.
the guy was. I was like, "What happened when you tried to like walk through?" And the guy was like, "Where are you going?" And he's like, "I'm going to Las Vegas." And he's like, "All right." He's like, "Do you know about the Real ID Act?" Devin's like, "Yeah, I know." And he's like, "All right." You walk through.
Hey, here's the thing.
That's what he said. I mean, dude, if they stopped everybody that doesn't have one, it would be a catastrophe.
First off, the technology is so advanced now, they know who you are. Okay? They don't need to see your eye. I mean, maybe I'm talking out of school here, but I'm just, the idea that it was ever going to be, they were just going to be denying Devin and everybody like Devin to get, that's like not good for the airline industry.
No chance.
To have to rebook all these people and like they just want to get you through. Just get through.
Yes.
And please don't blow anything up. Just get through and please don't blow anything up. That's all they're trying to do. All right. So while we were all watching a swing off last night, the Grizzlies were also in action out in Las Vegas. It was another loss. Whatever. Jemai Mashack.
What do you mean whatever? We're a disappointment.
We are a disappointment.
We are.
I thought we were going to be good.
Well, we should be. We got 3.
Why are we good?
We have 3.
Have we overrated all of our players?
Also, that Warriors team sucks.
Hey, is it?
Do we need to start talking about Tumas?
First question.
Come on, Tumas.
First question for you. How is it that we have a summer league team filled with our actual players and can't beat anybody?
Why are we good? I watch it. I'm like, why aren't we good?
At what point do we get tired of this shit and just put John Jaron out there? Get John Jaron out there. And let's win a game in Las Vegas. If it takes John Jaron, let's do it. Let's win a game.
We better hope Cedric Howard is Michael Jordan. Good grief. We can't even beat the freaking Warriors. I don't understand.
Target guy telling you that Michael Jordan is the floor for Cedric Howard.
Tell me you saw. Tell me you saw Mike Wallace is out in Vegas. Go look at Grind City Media. Pull it up right now.
Okay.
On the Twitter account. Go look at it. Go look at the picture of Mike Wallace interviewing Cedric Howard.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about.
He interviewed Cedric Howard yesterday.
Right.
Look at his shirt.
Well, I got to scroll for a minute to get there.
Okay. Look at Cedric Howard's shirt. In the interview with Mike Wallace.
Well, you're putting me on the spot
yesterday.
Here. I'm just scrolling like crazy.
How?
I'm scrolling.
It was literally yesterday. Was it posted on Grizzlies.com or Grizzlies?
I think it was GCM.
Twitter instead?
I don't know.
I thought it was a GCM thing.
Just tell the story.
He's wearing a Jordan.
He's literally wearing a full Michael Jordan shirt.
He's Michael Jordan, the floor. That's the floor for him.
He is.
What if he is Michael Jordan? How cool would that be?
We need him to be. Our summer league team stinks.
Could you imagine?
You see him? I called him Bennett. He was like, we can't get complacent on this, Gary. He's like, another summer league loss. Who cares? No big whoop. It is a big whoop. I'm tired of this.
Then let's get John.
I'm sick of losing. We lost last year. We ended the season.
I am sick of losing.
We ended the season like bums.
I don't remember summer league going this way when Jason March was running things.
No, and I also don't remember.
He's there though.
Look, the year that we drafted Ja and Brandon Clark, and Ja didn't even play in it. Brandon Clark won the thing by himself. Literally MVP.
Get Brandon Clark to Las Vegas.
Yes.
Let's recapture some stuff.
I don't understand. Why do we stink? Why?
Well, like 2/3 of our rookies are hurt. That's not great.
We have
3
literally
like,
a
real
third-year
NBA
player.
We do have 3
and
legit.
a guy that started 60 games.
We have what our franchise considers 3 legitimate NBA players in the starting lineup, and we can't beat anybody.
Can't beat anybody. I'm tired of it. It's one of those things, right, where you were like, if you lose, you don't care. If you win, so what? Too. I'm going the opposite way.
All right, let's be mad about it. Then.
Yeah, bro, come on. G.G. Jackson has started a lot of NBA games, and Jalen Wells just was our starting small forward for a whole season, and we can't beat anybody? Come on, bro. Come on.
We don't have a lot of guys that can grab rebounds out there.
What?
We're not a great rebounding summer
Great
squad.
rebounding
We're just
team.
not. I'm just calling it like it is.
Okay.
What about Will Magnay
He was finally back.
Will Magnay.
He
grabbed 6 boards last night, Bennett.
He's Australian too, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, so I guess that's the Jock Landell buddy.
His friend.
Yeah,
that's who he gets to hang out with.
Remember how we signed Xavier Tillman, we signed Shaq Buchanan, we got John's friends and Jared's friends at the beginning.
I hope to God we ain't at the point where we're trying to sign Jock Landell's friends.
I hope so.
We need bigs.
I hope we ain't at the point where we're trying to find Jock Landell a friend.
I'm just tired of watching Grizzlies losses. That's all.
It's been a lot of
That's
them.
all.
It's been too much.
I mean, we lost every game in the playoffs.
Every game in the playoffs.
I mean, and then we lost damn near every game down the stretch. So it's just been too much losing.
It's a lot
I want
of
to root
losing.
for somebody that wins.
Oh, jeez.
Tired of this.
Jemai Meshack.
Yeah, love him. Love him. Did you see his interview?
Like, he says all the right stuff.
No, did you see his in-game?
Where he was on the mic?
No. They interviewed him on the sideline, and he said this feels
like a finals game.
an NBA final. Okay, Jemai.
But like,
Jemai, come on. We got to draw the line. I love the kid.
Calm it down. But keep that mind.
This ain't gonna hurt like that.
How about,
but yeah, right.
How about this?
He plays every game like it's his last game on earth.
I'll make it this simple. He looks the right way, in the sense that he has no physical limitations. He looks the way you would want a basketball player to look, and he seems to be wired the right way, and I can work with that.
He reminds me, honestly, and this is, again, ceiling stuff. When you watch him, he reminds you of Dort.
Yes.
He really does.
Yes.
And part of it's the longer hair and just chasing around screens. And, man, if he can knock down threes, he could play. Well, I don't think it's out of the question that he ends up with a roster spot if he can knock down threes. Again, I don't know. This is Summer League. But that was mega impressive last night.
Yeah.
He was kind of doing everything. And it's just I'm always a fan of having those kind of guys on rosters. I just think they raise the collective level of everybody. But he ain't got enough going with him that are playing like that.
He with you brought up Alex Caruso.
Yeah.
Which is something I had brought up earlier. Like, Alex Caruso was also undrafted and also just a role player in college and never averaged even double figures, and has clearly carved out an important role. And I like that he thinks of himself that way.
Yes.
I think that's a...
Look, he's got the head on his shoulders. He's got the heart.
Right.
It's just, look, some of these guys, it's like, do you have the requisite talent? Right?
Right.
Are you going to be able to, when they leave your ass wide open, can you knock down that three?
That's right.
If you can find the court.
Right.
End of story. Because you're going to be able to create extra possessions.
Can you make
for
an
your
open
team.
three? Can you, if it's not an open three, can you keep the ball moving?
Well, he stays in front of people.
Right.
These other guys, that's what bothers me. That's the thing about this summer league. Bro, Gigi, Cam, these guys, they don't stay in front of anybody.
Right.
That's our problem. You guys stay in front of people. We just got locked up in the playoffs, right? You saw, right? Like Scottie Pippen Jr. stays in front of people, right? Hopefully Coward stays in front of people. Meshack can stay in front. I mean, you need Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, obviously an elite level defender, but you need more guys that can stay in front of people, especially when all these offenses are trying to get downhill. And that's been disappointing. Cam can't stay in front of anybody. Gigi can't really Gigi has got to move his feet.
Well,
bro.
the thing, so Gigi is just like, yo, you just got to be
He's
better
got
at
the
this.
athleticism.
With Cam, it might just be you can't. You might not can do it.
Slow feet don't eat.
Right. You just can't. You just might not be able to do this.
That's right.
Like I wouldn't be able to do it. You wouldn't be able to do it. Gigi should be able to do it.
Should be.
Yes, but he doesn't.
No.
But he doesn't.
And especially on the wing, that's death.
Right.
You can't play the position.
You can't play.
Yeah,
so all the other stuff doesn't matter if you can't play. If you can't stay on the court.
Stay in front of people.
Right. If you can't do this, we can't keep you on the court. Right. And then all the other stuff that you're actually talented at, it doesn't matter.
And it has become such a premium now.
Yes,
really.
Yes.
Staying in front of people has become the premium, and that's why you see the Andrew Nembhard second-round picks of the world getting major minutes and big contracts now. And he's a good offensive player, but he stays in front of people.
That's right.
And he stays in front of even the best people.
That's right.
And it's like that is now such a premium that's the thing that makes me very, very excited about Meshack is like, man, can you just knock down corner? If you can just knock down corner threes.
Because
he actually has like pretty good court vision too, and he can handle the ball. He's not a mess handling the ball because I guess he played point guard, some. But he can guard, and that is, there's just not that many guys that can stay in front of people anymore.
Right, and he has the physical tools to do it, the mindset that can be contagious.
Sure.
I do think whether it's putting Cam on the roster or that mindset is something they're prioritizing now.
Yep.
And then the main difference between those two players, I think, is that Meshack's got the physical tools. Cam's got the skill that can maybe allow him to stick in the league. But Meshack's there's a lot of stuff to work with there.
I really wish we would have seen Small too.
Yeah.
I do.
I think that actually changes the team too.
Of course it does.
Yeah.
Because I do think he guards as well.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, him guarding that point of attack would have been a big help.
So is there any doubt in your mind that Meshack ends up with a two-way?
Oh, no.
No,
I think it's a decision between a two-way and a roster spot. I don't think it's honestly.
Right.
I don't think it's a decision on a two-way. I think it's a decision on, do you want to put this guy on the roster? I think you're probably going to give him a two-way. More than likely. Just let him work out and work his way up.
If it makes sense roster construction-wise, I got no issue with this guy being on the roster.
I'd be stressed out if I'm Vince Williams. You better get on your
Well, that's the other thing.
Seriously.
You start bringing new people in here, and
that's another guy that theoretically could stay in front of people.
Right.
And, that season went the wrong way for him last year. But, I mean, this is the shiny new toy, right? You just got Buzz Lightyear, brother.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It wasn't good for Woody when Buzz showed up.
No.
You know what I mean?
It was not.
Last thing before I get you out of here, I gather people are arguing about expansion in the NBA.
They are?
Who
is?
I believe
they're arguing?
I think arguing.
Oh.
I think it's a war between.
I've missed this debate.
Oh, it's a war between David Aldridge and Bill Simmons.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Where did I miss this?
I didn't see it either.
I was in Vegas.
You were in
Days
Vegas.
or nights, nights or days.
Buddy, you can miss a lot of stuff in Vegas. So apparently, Bill had said something like, everybody wants to expand except for James Dolan and the people that James Dolan has roped into his anti-expansion club. And David Aldridge was addressing that in a separate article and said something like a podcaster noted that, and sort of
dismissed it.
Yeah, like as a podcaster.
Yeah,
and Bill was like, "Hold on, all right."
Hold on.
And so now we got to fight. Wait, and then the NBA actually addresses expansion as nothing's set in stone. Everybody's still talking. Blah 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 blah. How does this end up?
All right, I'll tell you. Number one, let me tell you something. Bill knows all of those rich guys.
Yes,
all of them.
Right.
He knows what's going on.
Right.
And he's been saying for a long time. I think eventually it'll probably be more than likely Vegas and Seattle.
Right.
And the number is the number, and that's why you gotten a lot of these teams that have sold recently, and they've sold at crazy. I mean, you have had your two premier franchises sell in the Lakers and the Celtics. You have also had the Suns sell more recently.
Mavericks
the Bucks,
recently.
The Maverick. You have seen all of these teams, and the numbers are so high for these teams, and that's what they wanted them to be, because now they're going to charge these just insane fees, and
somebody will buy it.
Of course they'll buy it. Of course they'll buy it. And so, and I think one of the things that Mark Cuban talked about long ago was, even Mark Cuban wasn't all in on this, on the expansion thing, because he thinks it's it's one of those deals where it's unbelievable. The payment you get on that front end is going to be unbelievable, but long term, now you're splitting it two more ways. Right. Like there's going to be a lump sum.
It's the same thing
here
with
at the
conference
very start.
expansion and college athletics. Like you talking to the president of the University of Texas, and you say, "Hey, you want to bring this to school?" And they say, "Well, then we got to slice it one more slice, and my slice gets smaller, so it's a non-starter."
Yeah. So I mean, it's the difference between do you think you're gonna have the franchise for 20 or 30 years, or do you think you're gonna have the franchise for 10 years? Right. And I think. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. I never would have expected. There's been a bunch of teams sell. A bunch.
Is it concerning at all, or should we make note at all? And then I'll get you out of here. Okay, there's been a lot of selling going on among NBA. Why? Why are these people selling these franchises that are? Why?
Because the amount of money that they're getting for them.
I know, but
but the number's huge.
The number is huge, but
it's the buy-in versus. I mean, it's the. the price of doing business. And it's like, I don't know. I don't know what to make of that for the future of the NBA, but I will say, when you look at what they bought them for and what they sold them for.
All making a killing. They made a killing. A killing.
And most of these guys sold high.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so I don't think these franchise values are going to go down, but are they going to go up in the way that they have gone up recently?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you think about even the guy that bought this. I mean, we're talking $300 million.
Right.
I mean, you're making billions off these teams now.
That's right.
Even the smallest market teams.
Right.
You're making billions.
Right.
And so that was the huge bump, right? These franchise values have gone from hundreds of millions to billions. And so I guess I'm kind of unsurprised that they're cashing out. And the other thing was, the Celtics guy was old. The Bus family, that was the family thing. So, you could go one by one and say, okay, here's some of the different reasons why the guy in Phoenix was forced to, right? Robert Sarver. And so you can go kind of one by one and say, okay, here were old people that left their franchise to the kids, and the kids, even New Orleans is still the wife. The guy died, Benson died, but like Gail Benson, her family's running that thing and whatever, and that will eventually change.
Right.
But I think, you filtered out. It used to be when you would go to like those Board of Governors meetings or whatever, that was filled with a bunch of old guys, and that's just not so. It is filtered in a lot younger owners. It's not like 60 and 70-year-old white men anymore.
Right.
It just isn't.
All right. That's Chris Vernon from The Chris Vernon Show. He'll be right back in this studio in a little more than an hour. All right. We'll see you later. When we come back, Caitlin Clark, 2 news developments connected to her. One, it's been confirmed she's going to be in the 3-point competition All-Star Weekend if she's healthy enough. Secondly, she had to leave a game again last night. Looks like another soft tissue injury. She's missing a lot, Bennett. She's missing a lot. We'll talk WNBA next.
What can the Memphis Grizzlies learn from the Thunder Pacers NBA Finals Series?
Your style of play is not something that you really have to change. Both of these teams love to play fast. Both these teams love to play really aggressively on the defensive side of the ball.
Hey, Grizzlies fans, be sure to tune in to Grizbeat, where the panel and I break down all things Grizzlies and take a look at the rest of the NBA as well. The show is live every Wednesday, 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Have you always dreamed of entertaining on the biggest stage in Memphis? The Claw Crew is looking for members to join their team for the 2025-2026 season. Claw Crew members are hardworking, high-energy entertainers who assist Grizzlies home games by hyping up the crowd and much more. Not only do they support the Grizzlies on home games, but also promote in Memphis and across the Mid-South. Open auditions are Saturday, August 9th at FedEx Forum. Visit grizzlies.com/auditions for more information and to register today.
The First Ladies of FedEx Forum, the Grizz Girls, are known across the NBA for setting the standard for professional dance and entertainment, and they are looking for dancers to join their team for the 2025-2026 season. With the chance to gain professional dance experience, collaborate with national and local artists, and connect with the Memphis community, auditioning for the Grizz Girls is an opportunity you do not want to miss. Come show up and show out at open call auditions. Visit grizzlies.com/auditions now for more information.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans, one exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals takes it straight to you during the Grizzlies 2024-2025 season. Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Catch us if you can at Southland Casino Hotel and win your share of up to $1.8 million in free play and prizes. Join us for drawings every Saturday in May, June, and July. Each month, over 900 winners will take home free play or drive off in a new car or motorcycle. Be there for all 6 grand finale drawings and try to catch us if you can, only at Southland Casino Hotel. Must be 21 up. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
Injuries can be unpredictable, unforeseen, and unscheduled, and Ortho South understands this better than anyone. Since your injuries don't make appointments, you don't need to either. And that's because Ortho South welcomes walk-ins during the weekdays, in the evenings, and even on Saturdays. So next time an unforeseen injury makes an unscheduled appearance in your life, visit orthosouth.org to find your nearest urgent care location. Just walk in and Ortho South will take care of everything, especially you. Learn more at orthosouth.org. That's orthosouth at orthosouth.org. Now, I got 5 more things you need to know.
Number 1.
It has been confirmed by the WNBA that Caitlin Clark will participate, as long as she's healthy, in the three-point competition at WNBA All-Star Weekend. Bennett, what are you rolling your eyes about?
I don't know if she's going to be there, GP.
She can't stay healthy.
Last night was rough.
She had to leave the game.
Yeah, and I mean, I think it's safe to say in tears.
She had to leave the game, possibly in tears, undeniably, amid frustration.
Yeah.
She was undeniably dealing with frustration.
Yeah, I think she might
Her
miss
body's
some time.
failing her.
I think she might miss some time.
It's another soft tissue injury.
Mm-hmm.
You know how difficult those can be.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking to a man right now who suffered a soft tissue injury earlier in this calendar year, a partially torn hamstring to be specific. And I can just tell you, it's frustrating.
Yeah.
When your body will not allow you to do what it is you know you're capable of doing, it can be frustrating. I know that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And Caitlin Clark in this season is getting to know what it's like to experience that feeling. Do you realize in high school and college, she never missed a game because of injury?
She's like the Zach Edey of the
like
W, yeah.
She is like the Zach Edey of the W. She's like their version of Zach Edey.
Mm-hmm.
Never missed anything in college. Get to the NBA, WNBA in her case, and it's just one thing after another. They've played 22 games, the Fever have this season, and she has missed 9 of them. 22 in the regular season. She's missed 9 of those regular season games, and barring a surprise, I think she's probably going to miss more because soft tissue injuries, I don't feel like I need to keep repeating it, but they can be tough to deal with. They take a little time.
Yeah, that sucks. I mean, me and JB were talking about it. Like their record isn't great, but they're still sitting pretty comfortable right now. Like they would be an easy, surefire playoff team right now. So
they're 12-10,
and they've
overall.
won some without her.
They're 12-10.
Right? Yep.
Well, they've won some without her, but they've lost mostly without her. They
Yep.
are 12-10 overall, 8-5 with her in the lineup, 4-5 without her in the lineup. So that's the development from last night. Fever win, do not cover. But Caitlin Clark had to leave the game in the final minute with an injury. The headline from pregame was that the WNBA confirmed she had agreed to participate in the three-point competition at WNBA All-Star Weekend. And that's obviously awesome. And perhaps something, and this is really the point I wanted to make, that the men who play basketball and the men who play baseball should maybe take note of. Because you know what we're all going to do whenever this three-point competition is? And I don't know when it is. I don't know where it's going to be. I imagine by the time it arrives, though, I'll be locked in. And you know what we're all going to do?
Tune in to watch her.
We're going to watch it.
Yeah.
We're going to watch it. And it's not just her. Sabrina Ionescu is
I mean,
also confirmed to be in it. So what is the WNBA doing with their little events connected to All-Star Weekend? Their superstars are going to be involved in them. And so you know what we're going to do? Pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch the three-point competition at the NBA All-Star Weekend last year? The year before?
Maybe.
I don't know I don't remember. I don't even know who won it. I don't even know if they had it. Did they even have it?
Well,
Did they even have a three-point competition?
I do not know who
at
won it.
NBA All-Star Weekend. Let's look right now.
Help me out, Chad. Who won?
2025
who won the three-point
NBA
contest?
three-point competition. It was Saturday, February 15th. And let's see. I'm struggling to even find out who
I'm
won
going
it.
to say that the winner was
Tyler Hero.
Okay.
It's not as bad as it could have been.
Okay.
But it's Tyler Hero, you know?
He's a star. He's a star of his team. He's the star of his team.
My man said he doesn't believe in history.
Prior to 1950.
Which is just a wild thing to say. How high you got to get in your off season? Just go jump on a podcast and start talking about how you don't believe in history before 1950.
That was rough.
Man, you gotta know how to handle your edibles a little better than that.
Yeah.
You can't just be jumping on a
Do
podcast.
a Google search, dude.
You can't just be jumping on a podcast talking about, I don't really believe in anything that happened before 1950. It's like, bro, your grandfather was born before 1950.
Yeah,
you don't
man.
believe in him? You don't believe in your grandfather?
You think he did?
You think your grandfather
You think he just
existed?
showed up an old man one day?
Tyler Hero's a wild fella, it appears. All right? The home run derby, we had fun with Big Dumper, but we missed Shohei and we missed Aaron Judge. The 3-point competition. We can appreciate Tyler Hero, but wouldn't it be cooler if it was Steph Curry, and other Anthony Edwards and other undeniable superstars of the sport?
Yep.
We don't get that to the level that we used to get it. I told you when I was 8 years old, I watched Dominique Wilkins win the slam dunk competition and Dave Parker win the home run derby. Future Hall of Famers, both of them. My little guy's 8 years old. He watched Mac McClung win the slam dunk contest and Cal Raleigh win the home run competition at the same age I was when I watched Dominique Wilkins and Dave Parker. It's just a different level of stardom in these events. But the WNBA doesn't appear to have that problem. If Caitlin Clark is healthy enough to participate, she's going to participate, and we will watch that 3-point competition. We will talk about that 3-point competition. It'll go viral, whatever happens in that 3-point competition, because either she will win it, and it'll be like, woo, here's Caitlin again. Or she won't. It'll be like, oh, wow, is she really so great? Is she really the best shooter in the world? Because like we talked about earlier in the week, she's not shooting it well this season. Did you see her road numbers, by the way?
I think she's hit 2 3-pointers on the road or something it's wild.
She has 2 of 35 in road games from 3 this season. 2 of 35.
That's crazy.
2 of 35. That is crazy.
That's bad.
27 of 69 at home. 2 of 35 from beyond. So unless they get this competition in Gainbridge Fieldhouse somehow, she might be up against it. But either way, it'll be an event. It'll be an event we all tune into and watch and care about and talk about and whatever, because the superstars of that league are going to be in it. It's not necessarily true in the NBA anymore, not true with the home run derby anymore as we saw on Monday night, but it's going to be true with the WNBA 3-point competition. I look forward to celebrating it.
Number 2.
SEC Media Days continue to unfold in Atlanta.
What's going on?
Man, there's everything is going on in Atlanta right now. You had All-Star Game last night, Home Run Derby the night before. Beyonce was there the night before. SEC Media Day's been there all week. A lot of stuff going on in Atlanta. Arch Manning was the centerpiece yesterday.
Okay.
The Texas quarterback.
Makes sense.
By all accounts, he was great. Huge amount of media attention, similar to what Johnny Manziel walked into, to what Tim Tebow walked into. Just sort of a testament to how big of a deal Arch Manning is. Texas's sports information director that handles football, who's been doing it forever, would always, you have certain responsibilities and I'm going to go with this person, you go with that person. There's always somebody around. But John, who runs the whole thing, he's just with the coach. You go with the coach, and then you get your assistant to go with the quarterback and your other assistant to go with the linebacker. But John went with Arch because that was the bigger deal. More people are there to see Arch than they are to see literally anybody else. He's the star of the whole thing, and by all accounts, handled it really, really well. Self-deprecating, funny, charming, smart, confident, but not arrogant. Just seemed to hit every box pretty well. And even sort of acknowledge what some people have started whispering about a little bit, which is are we sure the hype's for real? This guy is being hyped as, Paul Fonbein called him going to be the greatest quarterback we've seen since Tim Tebow.
Yep.
And Cam Newton played since Tim Tebow, and Joe Burrow played since Tim Tebow. And that's a really high bar because the thing Cam Newton did at Auburn is one of the craziest things we've ever seen in college football. That guy took a bad team and a bad coach and won a national championship with them. You might never see something like that again. That team without Cam Newton is nothing. The coach without Cam Newton got fired quickly.
That's true.
And he's just won every game, just running and throwing all over everybody. And Arch going to be better than that? Maybe. I'm not ruling anything out. But you remember Steve Spurrier said earlier in the year, in the most Steve Spurrier way ever, like, if the young man's so good, why was he sitting behind a 7th-round draft pick for 2 years? Which I think is a totally reasonable question to ask.
I think so, too.
Totally reasonable question to ask. But, oh, buddy, we're going to find out real quick. You know where they open, right?
Where?
At Ohio State.
Oh, that's awesome.
Awesome.
That's a great way to kick it off. I'm sure that's what, like,
oh, it'll be the biggest thing. I
week
mean,
one.
It'll be the biggest thing going. Like Arch Manning at Ohio State. Arch Manning on the road against the reigning national champs. Like, I'm not sure you can do better than that. And so he spent a lot of time talking about that yesterday, how much he's looking forward to. The quote was something along the lines of, I'm glad I get a good one to start with. Like, he wants it. Like, he's not like, ooh, man, opening up at Ohio State, that stuff. He's like, yeah, let's do it. Let's go to Ohio State. And then also just sort of expanded on his stardom. He said one of the reasons he picked Texas as opposed to Alabama or Ole Miss, he's like, in Austin, it's a real city. Like, I can kind of, everybody doesn't know where I'm at every minute of the day. He said, I don't think that would have been true in Oxford or Tuscaloosa. Like, I think you would have been able to know what I'm doing all day long every single day. But in Austin, I can kind of disappear a little bit. And like, yeah, sure, there are times where I'm walking around campus and it can get a little overwhelming. But he said, you know what he does when he walks around? He said he immediately, like before, more often than not, like starts on a walk from one place to the other. He calls his mom and he talks to his mother on the walk. And it just sort of serves as a distraction. Like, hey, I would love to take all your pictures and sign all your autographs, but I'm on the phone right now. I'm sorry. And he said, I just talked to my mom and can sort of block it out to the best of my ability.
That's good.
He seems like a pretty well-adjusted young man. Like, he seems, sometimes you put somebody on big stages like that at a young age, and it's like, I hope he can play football better than he can talk, because that didn't go so well. And he just seemed very comfortable being Arch Manning. And why not? He's been Arch Manning his whole life and very famous his whole life. And, the family name carries weight. And, he's the grandson of a SEC legend and the nephew of 2 SEC legends. So this spotlight's been on him forever. But it was pretty bright yesterday. And he seemed to knock it out of the park. He's going to be a big story one way or another. Can't wait for that one. Texas at Ohio State to open the whole thing up.
Number 3.
Emmy nominations are out. And Severance led the way with 27 nominations, followed by The Penguin with 24. The Studio and The White Lotus both added 23. You watched Severance.
I haven't finished season 2 yet.
Oh, Bennett.
I know.
Bennett, what are you doing with your life?
Well,
you need to get your head on.
Dare I say, it kind of.
You just got to stick with it.
Yeah.
You just got to stick with it.
I feel, you know what I feel like I need to do? I feel like I need to go back and start it over, like season 2, and just and get through the whole thing. Because now I can't remember what even happened.
That's what Wikipedia's for.
Yeah.
You just go back and read recaps. I love reading recaps.
I'll do that. I do need to finish it. I don't love it like everybody else.
I love it because here's what I love about it. It's clearly on a level that my mind isn't gifted enough to keep up with. I have to watch it, and then I have to analyze it. And by analyze it, I mean read other people's analysis.
Oh, no, don't get it twisted. I do not think that I'm like smarter than Severance. No, it's quite over my head.
I feel like
too.
I'm watching something, and it's like, I don't know if I'm smart enough to be watching this, but I'm hopefully the payoff is going to be there.
Yeah.
But we have been tricked before by stuff like this. Lost being the greatest example. We were all watching Lost for years, and we were analyzing everything.
Yeah.
And we were like, I don't really know what this means, and I don't even know if I'm supposed to know what this means.
Right.
But, man, I can't wait to see where this is going, because it's going to be amazing. And the payoff was cheap. It felt like they didn't know what to do, and so they just did the best they could.
I don't think they ever told us what those polar bears were about.
I gather with this, they do know what they're doing. They have a story to tell.
I think so, too.
And it's not like, because you hear some of this complaints with the bear right now. People are like, the bear seems like they don't have a story to tell anymore. And
I get that.
And if that's true, you don't want to know why? Because they didn't ever expect it to last this long.
Mm-hmm.
And it got super successful very quickly. And then it was like, here's a lot of money, keep making these shows. Ooh, we're really only planning to do 3 seasons of this. Well, we need 5, so stretch it out. how are we going to do that? It's going to slow down a little bit, and it's going to be character-driven. I don't mind it because I think the characters in The Bear are great, so I enjoy the characters.
I like them too.
I enjoy the characters, so I enjoy the show. I don't need some big story. I'm just I really think the actors are so strong and the characters are so strong. I can just watch the characters doing anything, and I'm kind of into it. So I don't have that complaint.
I agree with that.
But that is a complaint about The Bear. With Severance, my understanding is that they know where they're going.
Okay.
They know what they're doing, and so hopefully the payoff is fulfilling as opposed to a disappointment. But I enjoy it. The Penguin. Do you watch The Penguin?
Love The Penguin.
I tried to start it, even though I don't live in that world. Right? Whether is it Marvel or whatever it is? What is it?
It's the DC.
DC.
universe,
Okay,
yes.
whatever it is. I don't know. I know I sound stupid when I'm talking about this
Specifically
stuff.
the Batman universe.
Okay,
yeah.
I don't know. So I'm telling you up front, I don't know.
Gotham City.
I don't live in that world, okay? But I tried to watch The Penguin because I like Colin Farrell, and the reviews are incredible. And I just never got into it. I don't ever think I made it 45 minutes into episode 1. When I say I tried to watch it, I mean I downloaded it and started it, and then I fell right asleep, and that was the end of it. But I had good intentions.
Yeah. I finished The Studio. We watched in a couple days.
Great.
Amazing. It's my favorite show.
It's
by
great.
far. It's my favorite show on TV.
The casting episode was wonderful.
It's
hilarious.
The Golden Globes episode is outrageous.
Outrageous.
It's so funny. Obviously the finale, and then just the great cameos, and a lot of them got nominated. I saw Ron Howard got nominated. I saw Scorsese got nominated. So it's great, man. That show is so good. I think the thing about it that I like so much, obviously I love just the inside baseball of Hollywood kind of thing. And it's funny, right, and well written. Seth Rogen, we've never really seen him play a jerk, right? And that's kind of what he is in this show.
He's kind of like a jerk a well-intended jerk who lacks self-awareness.
Yes. And we've seen him play the goofy guy, right? Like the stoner or whatever a lot over the years. And so it's a very different Seth Rogen. I think he is great in it.
He's good.
Yeah.
The show's good. It's smart.
Yeah.
It's smart and it's funny. And that's a great combination.
Yeah.
So I love The Studio. Not surprised that it got all these nominations. The Penguin, I know the reviews are great, so that shouldn't be surprising. The White Lotus got 23.
Makes sense.
We both enjoy The White Lotus. You know what? I didn't notice this as I was watching the nominations come through, but then I saw somebody else point it out. How does Righteous Gemstones not get
outrageous?
That is
BS.
Because that is the funniest show.
It's total BS.
It's the funniest show.
I do not understand that.
In terms of actually making you laugh out loud. There has not been a show that will make you do that more than that show. That show is hilarious.
The first thing that popped into my mind was I just wonder if because it's it's making fun of a certain religious group, right? It just is.
But that shouldn't be a problem
in Hollywood. It shouldn't be a problem, right? I don't.
Especially in Hollywood.
Yeah, I don't think that at all.
I don't think there was ever a big audience for it. I don't think it ever I remember seeing one of the actors from the show on Jimmy Fallon or Colbert or something, and they were like, "And you're wrapping up, 2 more episodes to go in The Righteous Gemstones," and the crowd was like, "Woohoo, yeah!" And he was like, "Yeah, I wish you guys would have been watching all along." He said something like that.
Interesting.
So I don't know that it had an audience from day one. I watch anything Danny McBride does.
Yeah, he's
just
awesome.
He's just the funniest. So I was there from day one, but I don't know how big the audience was for it. But I defy anybody, unless you're just too caught up on they're making fun of religion. Unless you're just too caught up on that, it is LOL funny.
It's hilarious.
Hilarious.
Yeah, I do not understand how that got snubbed. That was the biggest snub for sure.
I think so. And then on a different note, Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime show got 4 nominations.
Oh yeah, I forgot that we do other stuff at the Emmys.
If you add Emmys on top of Grammys, on top of Pulitzers, ooh, buddy.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Nobody's having a better year than that guy.
JB said that I need to check because I was like, well, give me because I'm way more of a movie guy than a TV guy. And so I was like, give me some shows that I have to watch before the Emmys. And she said The Pit. I never watched The Pit.
We started it. I got a few episodes into it. It's not really my thing, but I understand how it's so popular. And I wasn't bored by it or thought it was stupid or anything like that. It just wasn't the type of thing I want to go back to immediately. But I understand how it got so popular.
Okay.
Yeah.
Might dive into that.
Yeah,
and I need to dive into Hacks. Like that one too.
Hacks is great.
Yeah.
Hacks is great.
Okay.
Hacks is great. Hacks is a wonderful one. And if you're looking for, I told you this one a few weeks ago. God, what was the one I told you about where the little Adolescents.
And that got a bunch of nominations.
That's great.
Yeah, I needed to get that one. I need to do that one.
Get Adolescents downloaded in your phone.
Okay.
I got the Pit downloaded on my phone. Maybe I'll put that on a plane today. We'll see.
I'd finish the Penguin.
I'd jump back into the Penguin, you think?
I'd jump back into the Penguin.
Do I need to know anything else about anything to just enjoy the Penguin?
No. I mean, there's like Batman references, but no, you don't. No.
All right, fine. I'm gonna jump into the Penguin then, Bennett.
Yeah.
I got plans now.
Okay, good.
Number 4.
Wyndham Clark has been banned from Oakmont after he destroyed his locker earlier this year in a fit of frustration, and they have literally informed him, "You're not allowed back here."
Damn, what kind of damage did he do?
He looked like he took a boot to a locker and kicked it in. He just wrecked the place. Like he's, like a drunk rock star.
Oh, there's the pictures. Okay.
Like a drunk rock star in a hotel room. It's like Robert Plant in 1974 in a hotel room.
Yeah.
Except it was Wyndham Clark 2025 at a golf course. And what's interesting about this is the U.S. Open is coming back to Oakmont in 2033. So there is a scenario where he would be qualified for the U.S. Open and not be allowed to come to the course. They'll resolve it before then. They've already given him a path to reinstatement. Pay for the damages. Say you're sorry. Make a meaningful donation to a charity of some sort, and then we'll reconsider. But it's just wild to think a professional golfer is banned from a golf course because he doesn't know how to act.
Come on, Wyndham.
But I tell you, you ever want to see men or women, I guess, but my experience is mostly men, break things? Golf course is a good place to go.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably watch a club get broken by somebody I'm playing with once a month.
Damn.
Once
These are expensive.
They are. I will watch somebody just snap a $500 driver, just throw it into a lake. I've seen clubs thrown in lakes, beat into golf carts, hit on trees. I don't do it. I don't break things. I get verbally frustrated, so I'll cuss myself.
Yeah.
And yell words, but I don't start throwing things or hitting stuff or breaking things. But some people do,
Yeah, I don't really either.
Some people do, and Wyndham Clark is one of those people.
Yeah.
Got to get your emotions under control,
Come on,
Bennett.
dude.
You got to get your emotions under control. I'm not saying you should never be frustrated. We all going to experience that, but you don't have to go break other people's stuff. You can't walk into somebody's home and just start breaking all their stuff because you couldn't make a putt, right?
Correct.
Get your emotions under control. This young man needs to get his emotions under control.
Yeah, he does.
I hope that he does. And
disappointed in him.
Yeah, I'm disappointed in him too. He doesn't know how to act. That's not a role model for my children.
No.
So I'm disappointed in him. I hope he learns a lesson from this and does whatever he has to do to make things right.
Number 5.
Congratulations to Memphis International Airport. Did you see this?
No.
Oh, and a study done, a study done by Eye Candy. Now, don't start asking questions like, what is eye candy? Don't start asking stupid questions like that.
I want to ask.
Because here's what I would tell you. Here would be my answer. Eye candy? Well, they do studies.
Mm-hmm.
And this time they decided to study airports.
I would assume it's about things that look good. Eye candy, get it?
I do get it, but it's I without I instead of an E-Y-E.
Okay.
Eye candy. I don't know, Bennett.
Okay.
I know they do studies, and they studied airports to try to find out what is the most family-friendly airport in the United States of America. And you know what they concluded? It's right here. Memphis International Airport, most family-friendly airport in the United States of America. What do you got that look on your face?
What?
Family-friendly.
I mean, how?
Well, they got a little playground in there and a Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, I've been to that playground.
And a little Chick-fil-A.
I've been to that playground plenty of times. And that Chick-fil-A, and there's a Starbucks right next to it. Okay?
That feels family-friendly to me. What else do you need? A playground, a Starbucks, and a Chick-fil-A?
I mean, that's it. That's literally it. What else is there?
A golf simulator?
Oh, they have a golf simulator?
Yes, and I swear to God.
Sam, but the kids can't play on that.
I think they could.
Okay.
I was talking to somebody about this the other day. I have walked past that golf simulator 1,000 times.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen anybody in it, not one time.
I don't think I've ever, because I didn't even know it was there.
And the reason you never see anybody in it, you want to know why?
Because they're at the airport?
Well, because Memphis is no longer a place where you make connections. I'm flying to Atlanta today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on my way to Augusta, so I got to stop in Atlanta. And I will have a connection, and it'll be 50 minutes, or it could be 3 hours. I haven't bothered to look. I hope it's closer to 50 minutes. But all the time in the Atlanta airport, it's like, we're on a connection. We've got 2 hours to kill.
Oh, I got you.
Hey, you want to go get in this golf simulator? That'd be a great place for a golf simulator. Rather than just sit here and drink or eat, hey, why don't we go play 9 holes in the simulator? That'd be fun. I don't know if it actually would be, but like you could see people doing stuff like that. They have massage places, nail places in the Atlanta airport. Hey, I got a delay. I'm going to go get my nails done. Hey, I got a layover. I'm going to go get a massage. Like these are all in Memphis, you're not really going to have like a 2-hour layover in Memphis.
Right.
You know what you're doing at the Memphis airport?
Going somewhere.
You're either walking in to go get on a plane and leave, or you're getting off a plane and you're leaving.
Coming home, yeah.
But there's not a whole lot of hanging out at the Memphis airport in between flights. And so the golf simulator seems like a waste. But it looks good, you know. You can say you got it. It's something you can say you have. But I swear to God, hand to heart, I've never seen anybody in there. Hey, take it up with eye candy if you got issues. I think Memphis International pretty family friendly, and more than that, just nice. It's just nice now in a way that it didn't.
Oh, it is nice.
It's just nice now.
Don't get it twisted.
In a way
it's
that it
nice.
didn't used to be.
Yes.
The first thing you see, this goes without saying, when you fly into a city is the airport. And it can make an impression on you. Like I have real great memories about Amsterdam, and some of it's because Amsterdam's wonderful. But like the airport's amazing. It just looks beautiful. And if you ever fly into Paris, and I'm not just like doing these humble brags now, but like I'm making a point. The Paris airport is a disaster. And I got off the plane there and I'm like, this is Paris? This is a dump. And for years, when people would fly into Memphis, it was that weird tan color.
Man, it was ugly.
It was just ugly and depressing. And now it's modern.
Yeah.
That's it. It's just modern.
It just looks modern.
And they just got big windows and there's light, natural light throughout the whole thing. And it's just nice. You just feel like you're walking in a nice place.
I agree.
It's smaller than it used to be and less busy than it used to be, at least with commercial flights. But it's way nicer than it's ever been. And I, for one, appreciate eye candy taking note.
Thank you,
whether
eye
you
candy.
do or not. I appreciate eye candy taking note whether you do or not.
Again, the playground's nice. It ain't that big or anything. Like I would assume that there's one of those in every airport.
I'm sorry. Bennett wants us to put Disney World inside Memphis International Airport.
I don't know where the family. I would like to know how they came up with family friendly.
It's friendly to families.
Okay. Well, good.
Every time I've gone through Memphis International with my family, people have been friendly.
Every time I've gone through Memphis International Airport with my family, people have been friendly as well.
So what are you arguing about? Then why are you arguing?
That's, you know what? Great.
Your family
Thank
gets
you,
treated,
Memphis International Airport.
Your family gets treated in a friendly way at Memphis International. My family gets treated in a friendly way at Memphis International. And Eye Candy has taken note of these things and other things and decided that Memphis International is the most family-friendly airport in America. Why are you arguing?
You know what? I appreciate them for it, and I'm sorry that I questioned it.
Apology accepted.
Yep.
Be back with GP's Carryout.
There are futures for Aaron Judge possibly hitting 400. Hitting 400 at the All-Star break, plus 600.
Oh, wow.
To have a 400 batting average in the regular season, plus 3,800. To win the Triple Crown is only plus 145.
I don't think he's going to hit 400 for the season.
I don't either. I that would be
ridiculous.
Yes, ridiculous.
The Odds Couple, live at 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Creed. By overwhelming demand, the Summer of '99 tour returns. July 27th, FedEx Forum. With very special guest, Daughtry. And Mammoth. Tickets on sale now at LiveNation.com. Don't miss Creed with Daughtry and Mammoth. The Summer of 99 Tour.
1, 2, 3. Ready, go.
You get to the main event, and you hear the crowd. There's some rumblings in the crowd.
Here we go.
They say, "We want truth."
I love how John Cena said when they were chanting, "We want truth." You can't handle the truth.
There you go.
I loved it.
He takes the knee off, boom. Takes the mask off, boom. And it's our freaking truth. God, man, he cost John Cena the match.
Tune in to Grind City Wrestling weekly on the Grind City Media app and on the Grind City Media YouTube channel.
Shinedown. Dance Kid Dance Tour. Live in Memphis. FedEx Forum, Saturday, August 30th. With special guests, Bush and Morgan Wade. Get tickets now at livenation.com. Shinedown, live in concert. For more, visit shinedown.com.
Welcome back, Gary Parrish Show, presented by Ortho South. Let's wrap this up with GP's Carryout.
It's time for GP's Carryout. One final segment filled with stuff to take with you. It's not everything you need to know, but it's most of it. What did we learn today?
A whole bunch of stuff, but can I hit you with some breaking news from the NCAA? Memphis has been punished for the academic scandal that created a cloud over the men's basketball program in recent years. You remember that case. I know it can get confusing sometimes. There's been so much stuff connected to the program over the years, but Memphis has been penalized for academic fraud involving men's basketball and softball athletes. This according to a release here in just the last few minutes from the NCAA. What the investigation more or less found is that a former academic counselor named Leslie Brooks paid 2 softball players to complete coursework for and provide test or quiz answers to men's basketball student athletes. It doesn't name anybody specifically, but based on previous reporting, Malcolm Dandridge seemed to have his University of Memphis playing career cut short.
Right, okay.
Because
now I remember, yep.
Because of this. 2 years probation for the University of Memphis, plus a $30,000 fine. So I'm sure the Daily Memphian and the Commercial Appeal will have more details on this as the day unfolds. But the breaking news from the NCAA, Memphis has been penalized for its academic fraud case.
What's today's biggest game?
I'm taking you to the WNBA, Bennett. 6:30 tip. It's the Indiana Fever and the New York Liberty. Live from Barclays Center on CBS Sports Network. Feel sick for my employer.
Right. That's tough. That's a tough spot.
I mean, we had on CBS, I believe, a Chicago-Indiana game with the idea being it'll be Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, and I think Caitlin was injured for that one. And now tonight, it's the Fever against the Liberty. And based on what we saw last night, I don't think it's unreasonable to assume Caitlin Clark will not be in uniform. She left last night's game in the final minute in tears. And further results needed, but probably wouldn't expect her to play in a back-to-back after leaving a game on Tuesday night. And if the point spread matters to you, it certainly indicates that the betting markets are not expecting Caitlin Clark to play tonight because The Liberty are listed as 9.5-point favorites. The total's 163.5. How you going to act, Bennett?
Yeah, go ahead and lock me in with the Liberty.
Oh, Bennett thinks it's going to be a long night for the Caitlin Clark-less Indiana Fever. He's laying the Liberty minus 9.5.
What are we watching on TV?
Season finale of season 1 of Stick has dropped on Apple TV+. I haven't watched it yet, but we talked about it last week. It's the new comedy show. It's been ranked number 1 among shows on Apple TV+ for several weeks now. It's a comedy, each episode around 30 to 40 minutes. Owen Wilson is the star. It's a golf story, but really a story about a man trying to find himself and a younger man needing a strong role model in his life. Real life messages in there. It's not bad. It's not great.
I bet it's not great.
I said it's not great. I just told you it's not great. But
when you say that, I'm just like, I don't know.
I said it's not great.
I feel like he's trying to convince himself that it's better than it really is.
I'm not convincing myself that it's better than it really is. I said it's not great, but it's good enough to watch. And my family has enjoyed watching it, and I have it downloaded, and I'll watch the season finale on my flight, perhaps. But if you're looking for a quick, easy-to-watch show, the season wraps up today, but you can stream all 10 episodes, Apple TV Plus, whenever you want.
What's the best thing we've read?
They got the MLB power rankings updated over at CBSSports.com.
Okay.
Matt Snyder handles those. Detroit Tigers will enter the post-All-Star break section of the regular season, ranked number 1, followed by the Dodgers at 2, Cubs at 3, Brewers at 4, Astros at 5, Phillies 6, Blue Jays 7, and your New York Mets at number 8. Here's what Max Snyder wrote about the New York Mets. Trivia time, pop quiz. Who at the All-Star break is leading the Mets in WAR? The Mets had 4 All-Stars, by the way. So who thinks leading the Mets in WAR wins above replacement?
Lindor.
The answer is non-All-Star Juan Soto.
Oh.
People got on this.
He wasn't an All-Star.
People got on this kick like Juan Soto is having a bad year. Juan Soto should have been an All-Star by any sort of normal measuring stick. Has he had the best year? No, but he got hot as the All-Star game approached. Was a snub from the All-Star rosters, and this is just another way to illustrate. If you think he's having a bad year, you stop paying attention after about 3 weeks because he's heating up, buddy.
Okay.
He leads the Mets in WAR. The Mets are a half game back at the Phillies in the NL East. Baseball season resumes on Friday.
What's on tap for tomorrow?
Well, tomorrow will be Thursday. I'm flying down to Augusta. Going to be there for Peach Jam over the next couple of days.
But I will Peach Jam.
It's Peach Jam. So I'll be doing the show. I'll see Team Thad down there. I'll be doing the show from down there. Mike Wallace will join me tomorrow, so I'll talk Grizzlies with him. Should be fun. Looking forward to it already. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to enjoy mine. We're going to meet back here tomorrow at 10. Till then, be careful, be kind, be good. Rep your hood.